Essa logo, LP.
Okay, so here it is, the FreeWorld, baby. So this is my 1989 Chevy Suburban, man. It's a 1500. I mean, the way that you guys are probably seeing it right now, sitting up as high as it is because I gave it like a 4-inch lift, 2-inch lift, maybe even a 3. I think like I did like a couple in the front and did like 3 in the back, or 3 in the front, 4 in the back, either way. But it's a 4-wheel drive, so it already naturally had like a higher height. So I just added on to the height that I already had. But anyway, this thing's been sitting for a while. It's definitely pretty rough. And truthfully, rough is an understatement. So ignore that. That's for musical purposes. Didn't get to that. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, I got so much stuff in here. This stuff I just put in here. This is the new oil pump. This is the new oil pump pickup. Hoping that this solves my problem again. And I just got random parts that's probably going to end up getting trashed, and I'm just going to get new stuff. So some of the stuff I just put in here again, like this tool here, this dipstick. That's the dipstick that was kind of cheesy, and I'm getting rid of it. And yeah, just use this actually. Just toss this in here. But I mean, look at that. Powder coated gloss black inner fender well. One of them's actually installed already, but I was on my way with this thing, man. That wasn't dusty. Look at that right there. FreeWorld bourbon, baby. So yeah, I had that on top. Stuff was color matching, and yeah. So let's close this out. And oh, not all the way. Old doors. But anyway. All right, so that's the front door. Like I said, this is a whole nother story for a whole nother video. But yeah, man, it was water in here. The carpet, I know that looks like freaking, I think, mildew or something. I haven't touched this thing in so long. It's my fault, and I'm definitely going to pay the price, but I can't. It has too much sentimental value, plus I love the body. But anyway, custom center console. Had the guy host Sway make that for me. I gotta push it up because I was back there messing with some wires, so I gotta get it back there. Seats are still actually surprisingly in good condition for it sitting out here. I guess because of the way that the sun may have been angled, it wasn't directly just baking the seats. I mean, this side's a little rough, but other than that, not too bad. These seats are actually out of a I want to say 2012 Denali with captain's chairs. I kind of MacGyvered them, made it fit. I do have the covers to cover up that metal. We'll get to that eventually, and I'll put that on. And this, you might ask, oh no, what happened to your windshield? This is like the third windshield that I went through. I was actually working on it. Hood was open, propped up with a freaking stick. Strong wind came, and I knew I should have did something or put a little chain in here, because since that's a fiberglass cowl hood, there is no like stopper bolted onto it. It's just hinges. So a strong wind took the cowl right into the window, caved it in. So definitely got to get that taken care of. And yeah, man, it's a lot. Looking over here, doesn't look like much because I mean it's obviously dirty and been sitting for a while. But yeah, look at these tires, man. Since we're here, the Mickey Thompson Deegan 38s. I love these. When I wash this thing and scrub these tires and hit them with the tire shine, these things look nasty, man. So 33s, these are also adding to the height. I'm going to get 35s to raise it up even more. And yeah, and all that stuff, that's from Off-Road Designs. ORD, those guys make some pretty gnarly stuff. for, I mean, truthfully, anything that has to do with off-road. It could be a Jeep, it could be a Chevy, it can be whatever. I got a lot of brackets from them, all kinds of stuff. So, I mean, I can go on and on as far as what's under here and shocks and all of that stuff. All this stuff has to get tightened up because it's been sitting for so long. Then under here, we got this whole radiator support is powder coated gloss black. Inner fender wells, gloss black. I'm gonna see if on the other side it'll show up pretty well. Gloss to the black, baby. I can literally see myself I stand in the right position because of how great of a job they did on these inner fender wells. So this thing was on its way, dude, on its way. And here's the front end. Once again, gloss black. I can just literally wipe my finger off, dust come off, and it still looks freaking pristine. But already got something fighting against me here because I left the hood open, but just enough for the latch here to catch. And I'm guessing my homie Sam came over, it might have been checking it out, and was like, oh, let me close it all the way for him. So issue is, I don't think that the wire is actually hooked up to this because I can't get the hood open, and that sucks. But that's not gonna stop today's adventure. It's gonna slow it down a bit, that's for damn sure, and limit it, but it doesn't stop it. One thing I forgot to do was actually look in the back. So hold on. Oh, you can't even freaking see it. So anyway, I had like 10 batteries in here, something ridiculous, because the music in here was insane. The roof, this is actually wood that is curved to contour to the roof to stop with the flex from the subs going up and down and forcing this roof to jump. So yeah, I gotta get the liner in to cover it up because it's still, I'm not sure if you can tell, but there's still a gap where the liner will go back in and the panels will cover it back up so you don't even know it's there. So it'll definitely be cleaner once the install is finished, but all these batteries have been sitting so long, they're dead. They just gotta come out and I just gotta take them to the dump and get rid of them properly. And that's it, man. There's even more back there, but you can't really see it. But anyway, moving on. All right, so that's pretty much it. Game plan, go under, take the oil pan off, well, drain the fluid first, drain the oil filter, and then take the bolts off to get the oil pan out, and hope and pray that I don't find huge hunks and chunks of metal, bearing material, all kinds of stuff. So I'm hoping that that's not the case. Really hoping here that I can just swap out the oil pump, and when I swap out the oil pump, it was just something faulty, something stupid, and I'll be good to go, and this thing will be back on the road. So first things first, what I'm gonna do, go over to the truck, get the supplies, get the tools, and get up under there and start trying to get all of this stuff out. All right, so now we up under the FreeWorld, and yeah, man, it's been sitting for a while. I gotta get back to laying hands on this thing. But anyway, headers rusted, not surprised, just surface rust because these are brand new. Haven't seen any miles. They may have seen a little bit of so-called break-in time, but that's about it. So goal is I'm gonna get up under here, drain out all the oil, and then I'm gonna take the oil filter off, use the tool that I have to open it up and check the media, look between the pleats for any type of like shrapnel metal, which I really hope I don't see. Then after the oil's out, oil filter's off, I'm gonna go up under here and get loose all of the bolts here. It's Allen keys actually on this one. Take all these Allen keys out so that way I can see what's inside the pan. I really hope and pray that I'm able to get this thing down and I can just like change out the oil pump and my problems are over, but only one way to tell. There we go. Now I'm hoping not to see no shine whatsoever. No glitter, no glimmer, no nothing. Just straight oil. And truthfully, it shouldn't even be burnt like that because, I mean, it didn't see any road time once again. This is a lot of play. This is weird. Okay. So far, so good. I don't see any shine to it, but I mean, too early to tell, but I don't see any sparkles. I've did damage to a rear before and I've definitely seen sparkles as it flowed out, but this just looks like clean oil, so that's a plus. I don't know what's up with this. I ain't never had an oil filter fight me like this. This joint was tight, like tight like a tight. Not sure what that means. It might not mean nothing. Whoa! But we'll see. Clean oil. Good, good, good. I'm not seeing no, well, I don't know if that's, yeah, it's good, it's good. Obviously it's good because, I mean, worst case scenario, it would be metal in here, and I'd have to swap the whole motor out, which I still might have to do. You know, we don't know that yet. So I'm just gonna keep digging until I find some sort of answers. All right, I'm gonna put this plug back in here. Oh, hold on. None of this probably matters, but. Well, nope, didn't matter. It's weird how much play that has. I don't like that. I'm probably gonna get a new oil pan. Probably get a new oil pan. It didn't leak, and I know some people say if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but that's just a little too much play for me. Okay, fast forward. I didn't bore you guys to death with taking out all these bolts. It was actually hard to frickin' get the right size because the exact sizes just so happen to be the ones that are missing, of course. But anyway, made it work. Used like some hex heads and whatnot to get those out. And now I have one more bolt left, and I'm going to hand loosen that out. And I don't think it's the only thing holding it up. And I say that because if that's the case, then the entire pan would be sagging, except for this one bolt here holding it closer to the block. So, get this last one down. There it is. And hopefully I don't have to get up out from under the truck, but knowing my luck, I will. Hopefully I can just kind of give it a wiggle and this bad boy will come loose. Oh, yep, I got some shake. Oh. All right, hold up. Other side. Oh, come on. Did I forget a bolt? Ow! All right, woo, all right. Never mind. We're all good. I almost want to close my eyes and pray because I really don't want to be anything wrong with the motor. I really want it to just be the oil pump, and that's that. But come on. Okay, gasket, we already knew that was a failure. I knew that from before. And I guess what's kind of scaring me is the fact that the pump looks pristine. I was kind of hoping it'd be something obvious, like let's just say, you know, the freaking pickup might have fell out. That's what caused it to zero out, but doesn't look like that's what I'm looking at. But no signs of metal yet, unless it is extremely fine and hiding. So interesting. Let me get you guys a better angle here. All right, so here we go. I'm picking it up, and like I said, looking around, I don't see any metal that really sticks out. I checked the filter as far as like running my finger through it. I don't get anything, but I guess I'll get a better idea when I actually take it down and really look through this stuff in detail. I do see, I don't know what this is, like maybe this is silicone around here, I don't know, but something dark there. Maybe some JB Weld, I don't know. But anyway, looking through it, nothing really jumps out again that I see, so I guess we're just gonna keep digging and see what we see. All right, ta-da! So here's a better look with some light. Now again, I'm not sure. I guess if I had to take a guess, I would guess that this black here was like some sort of a sealer that was used to kind of make sure that this didn't leak. But looking around, I don't see any wild like metal or anything. And even here, I'm trying to figure out if that's anything beyond the screen, but it's kind of hard to tell. I want to say it might be like some fibers in there. Maybe something, some fibers got in there somehow to clog it up. But anyway, looking inside the piston bores, man, look at that. Cross hatching looks amazing. Pistons still intact. I mean, I still want to get a borescope, really look up in there and see if anything looks wild. But yeah, hyperneumatic pistons. They're flat tops with like 2 valve reliefs. So if I had to take a guess, I want to say the compression of this motor is probably like maybe like 10 to 1, maybe a little over 10 to 1. But yeah, I mean, looking clean, honestly, which I would expect, because like I said, this thing didn't have like wild miles on or anything. So yeah, I'm really hoping here I just get lucky and swap this thing out and this was faulty and that was my problem, but we'll see.
Terapia longa de pé.
Okay, so now we're back up top, just covering the bases here, making sure that I still, I don't know, somewhat on the roll with this plan here. So looking in the pan, now we got some light. Again, I don't see anything wild that stands out. I don't see any like metal, or there was no chunks that fell out. And at most, I see like, I don't know, some sort of film down here. Yeah, but other than that, once again, I don't see any real metal or shrapnel. That could be because it's been sitting for a while. This oil's been in here for a long time. And then, yeah, so another thing too that I made the mistake of, this is the correct gasket. We had to get a quart gasket because at that moment we were kind of in a rush when I was getting the engine back, and they didn't have this one in stock, because you got to make sure, since I have the older block, I didn't pay attention like I was supposed to. The older block has a 2-piece rear main seal, which is the older style, and with the 2-piece, you kind of, it's a smaller diameter on the back of the motor. So this here, this is a lot smaller than the 1-piece that actually has, like, I want to say, a bigger radius. But anyway, now we're good. This is the correct one, and I have these two, which are the ARP bolts, because if I wanted to put a stud in instead of doing a bolt style into the oil pump, this is what it gives me the option to do. And I got 2 different types. I forgot what was the difference, but one of them I think is high volume is this one, and this one is just for standard stud. So yeah, but anyway, they were a waste of money because I already had one in there. Forgot. Other than that, here's the low car dipstick, and it sucks because, I mean, this freaking dipstick, man, I mean, you guys see it. This is not a lot of material. This thing was over $100, and like the one that's in there now isn't the greatest of quality, so I knew I was going to have to just bite the bullet and spend the money. But I mean, look at this thing. Either way, not going to complain. It is what it is. I got it. Hopefully it should be better. It better be better. And moving on to the, what's this thing? The tool here to open up the oil filter. So I was gonna open up the oil filter today, but the thing is, I don't have an oil filter with me that I can put up on there just to stop things from just getting in the motor randomly. So this is gonna have to wait. It wasn't expensive, but I figured I would go in, open up the oil filter, like I said, and look between the pleats, see if I saw any material. But I kind of doubt that I'm gonna see it the way that everything else is kind of mapping out here. And then looking in the oil, again, I mean, as it was coming out, it looked great. I have no material whatsoever in here. And the only thing I can think of is to, like, I really think it might be that whatever that film is in the pump, or the pump was just faulty, period. But we'll see. All right, y'all, so that's gonna wrap it up for this one. I'm definitely gonna get back to this more and more to try to get this thing back on the road, and it would be great if I could get it back on the road this year. But I'm gonna end this one off right here, and we'll pick up on the next one with the whole oil pan issue. Long story short, just to touch on it, when it comes to the OE pans, for example, if you actually bought like a, I don't know, something in the 70s and it was manufactured in the 70s, that oil pan is not gonna work with any of the 1-piece oil pan gaskets that exist today. All the 1-piece oil pan gaskets for the 2-piece rear main seal actually have a little bit more clearance on that front lip that's under the timing cover. That part of the gasket is actually a bit thicker, so the aftermarket pans for those today actually have a little more of a gap. So me using that OE pan that actually did come off a true 70s small block, that thing is out of here. So I'll get the new stuff ordered up, get it to the house, and we'll pick up from there. But all right, man, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.